So this has been replaced with this. I can explain. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, welcome. In today's video, I'm gonna go over this little beauty right here. This little setup I got going on here. Yes, I have been in personal rings most consistently throughout this year, since last September really, and I love it. I'm not gonna lie, it's the one I keep going back to every time I experiment. And again, not gonna lie, I've been experimenting with a lot in 2024, and this is another experiment that has quickly taken over, and it feels like it did last fall, last September, when I was getting into rings and I was just obsessed and I just started adding things and customizing, and yeah, that's what this is feeling like. So let's get into it. Okay, so this is a Moterm cover, and I've had this for a while. I bought this, oh gosh, probably 3 or 4 years ago. I got it on Mercari for like 10 bucks. It was like super cheap. It was 10 bucks. I've never really been an A6 person, but I was like, oh, $10, I'm getting it. I did cut out the bookmarks. Anyways, it doesn't matter. So inside, yes, I got bit by the Day Designer Pocket Blue Sky Mini, whatever you want to call it. I got bit by that bug. Okay. So let me just walk through what happened. So back in July, when I started really seeing the Day Designer, the floral one with this sticky, like not sticky, this clear plastic pocket, I bought one because they're like, what, $7 at Target, and I was like, yeah, I want to get in on the fun. And then I opened it and I hated it, and I wish I would have kept those pages. But if you're familiar with the layout, it's not the standard horizontal. It's like each day is split into half, where you've got open space and then a checklist, and it's got some deco up here, like space for like 3 priorities and all of that. And I don't have daily to-dos. I usually have just one long to-do list, and so I was just kind of like, this doesn't really work for me, and I was forcing it, and I was like, you know what, it was 7 bucks, I'm over it, whatever. But then I saw recently that Blue Sky has this layout with just lines, and I love this. And the intro pages are a lot more streamlined, like the monthly. Here, I'll go to a blank monthly. Still a Monday start, which is vital. Still with the stacked weekends, which is terrible, but we press on. But I was like, yes, I like this better. This is a lot cleaner than the Day Designer one. I'm in. So I want to say probably I picked up the Day Designer in July. I didn't really use it because I was also doing One Book July. And then during school supply shopping in August-ish, I saw the Blue Sky one with this cover. It was academic year, July through next June. I saw it at Staples and I loved the cover, and this is what it was. It was the Blue Sky insides with this really gorgeous teal back, you know, I mean, look at that. Cute, right? And I went to go scan it because I was like, oh, these are like 7 bucks at Target, it'll be the same thing. No, at Staples they were like $17.99, and I'm like, okay, I want to play around and have fun, but I don't want to play around and have fun that much, not for like basically $20. So I put it back, whatever. So this past week I was at Staples again trying to get something else for the kids, and they had all of their academic years on clearance. This one was $4, and I was like, oh, I'm doing it. So I brought it home, and then I Franken-planned it between this one and the Day Designer, and I went overboard, and now I can't stop. I'm obsessed. And so all that to say, yes, we are about 3 minutes in, and I'm just now getting to the flip, so maybe I'll put that at the beginning. I'll put a little note that says, if you don't want to hear me rambling, 3 minutes. I've set this up, and this is quickly taken over. Like, I haven't even reached for this in days, which is surprising. Like, I carry this everywhere, like in my emotional support planner. I've been basically doing that with this. Okay, so let's go through it. Like I said, Moterm cover. This is one of the older ones. This is not the new A+. It's only got the single snap, which is fine. Although I would like to do what everyone else does and put in a pinning gear in the front. And it fits, but it's snug. So I'm like, you know what? I don't need to do that right now. I've built in some extra pages in the back and I'll show you what I've done. But I was like, I could get a new Moterm cover. They're not that expensive on Amazon, but before I just start shelling out all kinds of money, let me just see if I use this, right? Because everything in here I've already had on hand. Everything I had to do all of this, I already had on hand. So, old Moterm cover. In this side, I have a stencil from Watch Becca Plans. And then, you know, I've never been a decorator because I've always put cards here. But I kind of wanted to do a whole vibe. And so I found these in my stash. Like, this is old. This is from like 1407 planners. Remember when that Traveler's Notebook shop used to be open? And yeah, so that was in there. I don't know what this is from. I have no idea. This is a little journaling card from the Coffee Monsters code that I thought just like matched the whole color vibe. And then this is just a little washi thing. This is one of the Coffee Monsters code, but then of course I filled it up with washi. I think in this pocket is, yeah, appointment cards, like doctor's appointment cards. But then in the back here, I've tucked in this little, I've trimmed this down. This was an A6, like Hobonichi notebook, and I trimmed it down to a pocket size in all of my various like experiments, planner experiments. So I have this, and currently what I have in here is some Cozy Mystery series that I have, but I don't have all the books, and so I have them written in here because I've set this up just like my other planners as a wallet, so I can have it on the go. And then of course for any extra notes pages. And then I stuck a little decal on it from Coffee Monsters because I thought it was cute. Okay, and also to let me know which way's the front. So that tucks in there. We'll go through the planner in just a minute. Let me go the rest. So then back here is just stamps. And in the big pocket, yeah, I have some cash, and then I have some like prescriptions and doctor's notes for like my kids and stuff and myself. Okay, so let's go through this. This is the plastic slip cover that comes in the floral day designer, like the pocket. And I designed this on Canva, and I made it two-sided, so this is the cover. And then I did this little back cover, and I didn't put anything on here because I knew I wanted to stick sticky notes on it, so I just wanted a little deco at the bottom, little fall, you know, that sort of thing. And the same thing over here. Oh wait, this is a just a little piece of acetate that I cut down. And before I keep going, anything I added in, y'all, I have a binding machine with this exact punch at work, like one of those industrial ones, and I'm very lucky to have access to it. So anything I've made, I got to punch on there and then just put it in, so it fits beautifully. And I'm like, oh my gosh, y'all, score. So I apologize. I know that that's not available to everybody. I have seen several people on YouTube, because since I've created this, I've fallen down the rabbit hole where they just use single round punch, like the single one, and it works beautifully. You can barely tell. So just a little caveat there. So this little acetate I cut down and punched, and then this is Playing with B, always in the front, so I can mark off the day. And then this is also from Canva, so I made this one and this one as a set, and then this is on cardstock, so that's why I put this over it to protect it a little bit. But also, again, why I put everything on the lower end, because I knew I was going to layer it and have it like this. And then we'll flip over, and then I got this. My husband, actually, for his birthday, I bought him tickets to the Camp Nobi Bosco, where they filmed the first Friday the 13th, and they finally got to go, my husband and my daughter, and they brought me back this little sticker, which I thought was cute. And then a little sticky note for order trackers right here. This, I made this. This is just a habit tracker. It's reminiscent of Peanuts Planner Co.'s freebie. I don't claim credit for this. I just had to make it size to this, and every time I tried to resize hers to fit in here, I just jacked it up. So I was like, you know, I'm just gonna make my own. And that, you know, it's just temporary. And then I actually dated it, and so October, November, December, and I didn't want to have any other months because who knows if I'll be in this in January. So I just added some washi here on the blank side. So I figure like this is how I normally do my walkthrough when I'm in the morning, when I'm in my personal rings, is this is the same order. So I tried to set it up very similarly. So my flow is always mark off the day, go through, mark off the habits. This is my workout program. I just finished it and I'm restarting it, but this is my off week. So on Monday I restarted again. So I just printed a new one so I could keep track and keep my measurements, which I haven't filled out yet. This was the intro page of the Blue Sky Planner, which has, you know, like your name or whatever. And I just put a collage of photos of my family, which is why I have it covered up. And then same thing. I think this is a contacts page. Like, you know what, let me get you a little closer so I don't have to keep holding it. Yeah. So I think this is I can just look, this is sticky notes. Yeah, contacts. And so I just have this as a dashboard for extra to-do sticky notes, and which I use in the weekly, and I'll show you in a minute. Important dates. I thought this would be nice for paydays. I just haven't filled it out yet. Like paydays for me and my husband, because we're on alternating schedules. We're no longer lined up and it kind of stinks. So I thought that would be cool. And then two things I really like about this monthly is that they are tabbed, and even in this tiny planner, so I don't have to worry about marking them anywhere. I just know that they go there and they open to the month and they are a Monday start, which is rare for American planners because not every one of the Blue Sky and Day Designers are Monday starts. I think in the 5x8s and some of the other ones, they're all Sunday start. To each their own. I personally prefer Monday month start. Anyways, downside, yes, these are squished in. Here, let me show you a blank one. Squished in weekends on here. I'm not a busy person though, so it's fine. I didn't really go back and fill in a bunch of stuff. I just did last week because I just thought it would be cute. So a little bit of deco, a little bit of stickers. I thought that looked cute. This is the current week. It's just a little washi. And I added this acetate in here with a little marker. And this is where I'm putting my running to-dos and anything that comes up to buy. So now that it's closer to the weekend, that's when my kids will start texting me, can I get? Yes. And then I'll just add it here. So I like it because it shows me where I'm at in the week. And there's really not a space for to-dos. I know that the other planner had them here, but again, I just don't like daily to-dos because I just keep one running list. It is what it is. So a little bit of like little stickers. These are Planner Kate, like the little icons. Like these. I just have some tucked back here just for, you know, funds, I guess. And so that's next week. I'll do that over the weekend. And then, you know, I've decorated November, December, and January. And then I stopped because I needed to find my Valentine's washi. So that's why I stopped. Okay, so that's the main part of the planner. It's just, you know, week on 2 pages, horizontal layout, month at a glance. It ends in June. We do get the last week of, like the first week of July in here because it's a Tuesday start, which is fine because, again, if I stay in this, I'll just pick up another one and that's fine. I'm actually really excited that this goes through next year because I don't have to make a decision. I don't have to decide what I'm going to do because I have plenty of planners now that go through the new year between this, my Hobonichi Spring Start, my rings that I can just print whenever I need, the other planner I have on order, which, side note, I finally caved and ordered something else. I'm not going to talk about it yet though. I'm going to wait till it gets here, but yes, I caved and finally ordered something else, a dated planner. I know, but okay, so I used this was like a notes page and I'm using this for a pen test, and y'all, I'm like dying because this is not, you know, for lack of a better term, this is cheap paper. I mean, these are inexpensive planners, so they're not going to be like, you know, high quality. But I did do some pen tests, and these Muji highlighters and the Tombow brush pens, the Zig dot markers, they were all fine. The dot markers had a little bit of ghosting, but no bleed through. I even pulled out my fountain pens, and this is a TWSBI fine with the Coffee Monsters Code Brown. Beautiful. Some shadowing, some ghosting, I mean, you know, beautiful. The only one that bled through was this knockoff TWSBI from Amazon, where you can get like 5 in a pack for like $12. Yeah, that's the only one that bled through. But I'm like, that's not bad. I'm not even in frame, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm like, that's not bad. That's pretty good. So, okay. So this dashboard is Planning with Kay, and I'm actually going to skip through that because that is my family section, you know, medications, doctor's appointments, all that. So nobody needs to see that. Now you can see that's my dog. You can see his vaccinations. Then starts my reading section. So this is Canva again, just a little fall Death by TBR dashboard. And then on the back, I have my traditional sticky note with my library info. I covered that up because I have my library card information on there. These are freebies on my website where it's a whole library set. This, due dates, holds, the whole thing. It's cute. So I'll link it below. This was a notes page that was actually followed that pen test page. They have 2 notes pages in this planner, and I remade it into a new release page for November for books, new releases and stuff. I don't have any for December yet. I need to start really getting on it. This is another one of those freebies I was talking about, due dates for the library. So this is a blank page, and this is just videos I want to film for the month. Again, let me just put this down. Sorry, I'm getting excited here. Okay, I always have to have a reading section. So my personal, it's this little month on one page, and what I'm reading, all of that. It's set up, it's customized to myself. I made it myself, and so of course I wanted the same thing in here. So I made a mini version in here, and I've got through December in here, so that I can keep track of that. I don't, and this is for 2025 releases, I don't have, like in my reading planner in here, I have a running like log of this year's reads, you know, with like a little general thing, and then I have my like newsletter stuff in here, and I have trackers. I have all kinds of stuff in my reading section, and I was like, do I really need all of that in here? Let's just see how much I utilize this before I just start shoving. I mean, yes, I have shoved a bunch of stuff in here, but you know what I'm saying. This is another acetate that divides the reading section from these journaling pages. So on this, I have things to add to planner because like I said, I'm going a little bonkers with this one and just having so much fun putting this together and seeing, like, customizing it. So add to planner, there's an extra one behind there. This is the page size for this, so that way when I'm making inserts, I know I can just look at it really quick. And then the cover insert, so that way it's slightly smaller, that sort of thing. Oh, these are from Erin Condren. These little sticky notes. I don't even know if they sell them anymore. I thought that'd be fun because they're a schedule in case I need to schedule. So what I did was I put in a little journaling slash brain dump slash whatever you want to call it, just some gridded note pages back here. And I thought, well, what if I needed a schedule? I could do that. I journaled yesterday with a little sticker, and then I set up today with a little date and a little sticker. I thought that was cute. And I think I have enough in here for like a week and a half. And then I was pen testing this, and yeah, it's not great. Not great. Not great on this paper, but I won't use a fountain pen on this paper. I just wanted to try it. And I misspelled Twisby because, you know, it is what it is. So what I thought here was, I've always had an issue journaling in here because I want to keep those pages, or maybe I don't. For the most part, yes, I want to keep them. And I'm like, how do I archive that with everything else? You know, it's a constant back and forth. Like, what do I really want to do with those pages? And I thought, if I were to journal in here, I have all of these materials at work. I could just take out a week or 2 weeks of these once they're full. And we have thousands of these coils at work. And I could just, you know, I could buy my own on Amazon. I'm not saying I'm going to steal from my company. I'm just saying, like, I have the ability to use that machine to bind them together into one little book to keep them if I want to. So I thought I would keep, you know, a week and a half in here, and then take them out and put, you know, fill in as needed. And then this is a little sticker sheet, see, that I've punched in just I think this was Coffee Monsters. It doesn't matter. I just had all the stickers off, and so then I just put on, these are, I think these are Casey Creates who's no longer in business. I miss her. These are Little Inklings Design, and again, Casey Creates. And then on the back of this, since it's not sticker release paper, I put my, I put Hey Planner Girls insert size in. I put them on sticky notes. They're 3.5, they're 3x3 cards, and I put them on sticky notes so that way I can have a quick reference. And then on this back cover, I put in a pocket. I believe this is from Lauren Phelps Design, and ideally I would have liked it to be the other half, but I already used it because sometimes these, I mean, I've had this for like a week and they have kind of done that. It's fine. It's fine. So this is the back cover, and this is the original back cover from the First Day Designer. And because this technically doesn't fit back there, it needed to be trimmed down, and I didn't want to trim this one because I thought, what if I want to take it out and just have it outside of the notebook? I don't want to have a cut down cover, so I just added this one and cut it down. It's kind of it's not the cleanest cuts, but that's okay because it just tucks back here, and it's literally just so that way I can have it snug back there. So I think it works out well. There have been times when this, like all O-ring binding, where you get a little caught in there, or it comes out, and it is what it is. It's just one of the downfalls of having O-ring binding, but we make it work, right? So yeah, so I tucked that back in there, and then I did keep this one in case I wanted to use that or decorate it, or I don't know, do something with it. So I did keep that. And yeah, oh, and at the bottom I put this little Coffee Monsters Co. So it hangs because it's cute. I'm just saying that I have quickly become obsessed with this entire setup because it is a very streamlined, smaller version of what I've been loving about my rings. The rings, you know, the issue has always been the archiving, and then I'm going to try and find a blank page so that way I can open it. The archiving, and then, you know, writing across rings is not always a great experience. That's why we, you know, slit our pages so that way we can take them out and write. And there's a little bit of that in here, but it's not terrible because this is such a small ring size, and I can take it out and fold it on each other. You know, it's super portable, super cute. Like I said, streamlined from the personal rings where I just have exactly what I need in here, not extra fluff. And I am loving it. I have had so much fun setting this up and decorating it and making stuff for it and adding things. I normally don't get this cutesy with pockets and charms and dash. Like, I don't normally get all that. I just, like, part of the appeal for rings for me was it was so functional and I didn't need to do all that. But then I started using sticker kits and these inserts I made, and I was like, I kind of miss using some stickers. And so when I got this, I was like, Lisa, just kind of go ham on it. Put some washi in there, put some stickers, like make it fun, make it cute. Stop taking everything. I mean, it's paper. How serious are we really taking it? You know what I'm saying? But I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna just do what I want in here and have some fun and make this the cutest thing. And then I've been thinking, if I know I said I shouldn't buy anything, but I was like, what if I stayed in this throughout the holidays and I got like a green cover, or I found some sort of red cover and this was all Christmassy? Yes, right? Because I was like, what if I got a green and made it Christmassy, and then in January I could convert anything red that I put in there to like blues and had it like cozy wintry. Yeah, so I'm excited. I'm loving this. So if you have jumped on this train too and you use this, please tell me in the comments. I want to see your stuff. I want to follow you. Let's do this. Yes, let's have a good time and share and get inspired by each other. So that's it for now. Thank you for hanging on. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Okay, bye.